And if you are new here, we are a channel and a family of folks that are trying to move from a city urban lifestyle to a more rural and country lifestyle. We just purchased a small farm and we are trying to get adjusted to this new way of living. And we're trying to do all this by being plant-based, which means we don't eat meat. So, welcome to the channel. If you are brand new here, please subscribe, like, comment. Your host, my name is Roderick Chappelle, and I dibble and dabble in a whole bunch of things. I am a handyman by trade. I invest in the stock market. I'm a Bitcoin trader. Well, I should say I'm a stock market trader. I'm a Bitcoin investor. And I also mine Bitcoins. I used to be a sound engineer, and I just quit this past month. Well, this month. Hey, Ashley, how are you? Good morning. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I used to be a sound engineer at a local church, and made pretty decent money doing that. And a lot of times you guys will find me inside people's homes just doing repairs. And I absolutely love doing that. I love taking things and just making them beautiful. Hey, it's just who I am. Thank you for the like as well. So, I want to thank Kansas Terry. Thank you, Kansas Terry. Kansas Terry brought some things. Hey, full of hope. Kansas Terry brought something to my attention, and I hadn't even really I had noticed that my numbers were going down as far as the monetization and I even mentioned this to Jennifer the other day. I said, dang, I used to make such and such a every 28 days. Now it got cut in half, and then this morning I was like, man, it's almost nothing. Well, YouTube had made a change, and I didn't notice that I needed to just wait most of the night. What happened? I didn't know that I needed to go in and verify my address or something. And when I went in and looked at it, I was like, oh, this was something simple I could have done in like 5 minutes and had it over and done with before I lost my monetization. So I'm probably going to lose several days of monetization on the channel because of my lack of attention and not paying attention to an email that came through, which that's not abnormal because that happens all the time. I don't check emails. Very rarely that I do check emails, and then I wasn't expecting anything like that. So right now it's pending. So hopefully in the next day or two we'll be back up and running and be monetized, where you guys can watch some ads. So thank you, Kansas Terry, for bringing that to my attention, because Kansas Terry's like, hey Roger, you should have ads playing on your channel. You're over 1,000 subscribers and blah blah blah. And I was like, let me look into this. And that's what it was. It was my lack of attention. So a lot of times in life, and this brings me to our talk this morning, a lot of times in life you don't have anybody to blame but yourself. And I really truly hope one person in my life is watching this live right now, which I'm pretty sure they're not. Because have y'all ever noticed the people that need to hear certain things, they're never around to hear them? Have y'all noticed that? But this one particular person in my life, I was researching new income streams. I'm looking for a new passive income opportunity. Well, let me send you a link, and I really want to get your would love to get your opinion on it. I went ahead and invested in it, and it creates an instant passive income. Where your money is working for you. So, yeah, let me send you something before you make your final decision. And you'll be the second person. I'm only sharing this with certain people, whereas I used to share all my income opportunities with everybody. Now I'm picking and choosing who I'm sharing this with, because this could literally, if it works out, you never know. If it works out, this could make anybody and everybody who invests in this independent wealthy. So yeah, as soon as I get off here, I'll send it over to you, Ashley. But I want you guys to start Good morning, Queenie. I want you guys to start taking responsibility. And I'm really talking to one person in particular this morning, and it's not me. But I really want you to start taking responsibility for your actions and the way you're living and the way you've been living and the things that you don't like. Guess what? You are attracting into your life. And I know this is going to be helpful for everybody. I'm really talking to one person in particular. And they're not watching. I know for a fact they're not watching. But I'm going to speak to this person as if they're watching and as if I was going to life counsel them or life coach them or just give them some good advice. Listen, stop doing dumb stuff and expecting your life to turn out wonderful. It's not. Okay? It's not. If you constantly, perfect example. If I was to drive down this street and I know it's a cop sitting down here, if I'm going to go like 15 or 20 over the speed limit, guess what? I know I'm going to have a rough day because it's about to cost me some money. And I know for a fact there's a cop usually sitting down here. So if you get in your car, and this is just hypothetical situation here, hey Brenda, if you get in your car and you every time you get in your car, you don't put on your seatbelt and you floor it, and you don't keep up the maintenance on your car, it's just a matter of time before you, sir or ma'am, get in trouble. In this case scenario, kill yourself or kill somebody. It's just a hypothetical example. Okay, just hypothetical. If you, sir or ma'am, live your lifestyle where, especially your physicians have told you, hey, you need to make some life changes, and this needs to be one of them, that needs to be another one, and I'm talking to me right now, then you might need to do that. If you're overweight, even if it's like 10 or 15 pounds, you'd be surprised just by losing 5 pounds or 10 pounds. 10 pounds you'll notice. If you lose 10 pounds, if you drop 10 pounds, you'll notice it in your knees. Trust me, when I was like 270 and I dropped all that weight, I felt like I was floating most of the time because I can just move around all free. Your joints get all lubricated again. You start looking 10 years younger, maybe 20 years younger. I mean, you just start feeling good. So a lot of the choices that we make, listen to me, a lot of the choices that we make, y'all make sure you hit the like button for me. A lot of the choices that we make. Oh, and I found out something new. Y'all start sharing these videos, especially the ones that you like a lot. Share the videos because the algorithm now is picking up, on the shares. So y'all do that for me. But the lifestyle that you lead, the choices that you make are dictating your life. And if you don't, thank y'all for hitting the like button so quickly. Wow. And if you don't like the life that you're leading, then guess what? You have the power to make the changes. But until you make changes, you're going to keep having them. I want to cuss so bad, but I'm just not. I promised that I was not going to curse on my videos, or at least I was going to try not to. It's just foul, man. It's just, we watched this documentary on where foul language came from. And did y'all know that the F word, did y'all know that came from like old England and what they used to do? The English in the war, I think it's the war between them and I don't want to say, I'm gonna be wrong. But anyway, they would capture the fight, cut off their middle finger because with the bows, they wouldn't be able to pull the bows back without the middle finger. So it went from pluck you, or pluck, because they pluck in the bow, and in translation, that's where it came, the F word. So I thought that was real interesting. It's such a word. Y'all do know that, right? Anyway, I digressed a whole bunch, giving you guys a history lesson. But you have the power to change your life, and I don't care who you are. I don't care what life has given you. I don't care the hand that life has dealt you. You have the power to change your life. My life is beautiful. Life you live is based on the successful decision you make. Yes, it is, Queenie. And I love the life I live. I used to not like it. because of the choices and the decisions I made in the past. My life sucked for a minute. But then when I started making changes and I started thinking about the life I wanted to live, hence flipping the bird, I still got my bow finger. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, and when I started making changes mentally, started writing down what I wanted, my life started becoming where I wanted it to be. And if you're the kind of person where you're living a life and you don't like your life, guess what? You need to make some changes. And you need to make them quick. And I'm speaking to one particular person. And if you're getting anything out of this and you're gaining some motivation, then great, because y'all know this channel is all about education, motivation, inspiration. Education, motivation, inspiration. That's what we want to do, to help you lead a better life. I found out some news yesterday. It pissed me off. Found out some news and it absolutely pissed me off. And this person still has yet to call me and let me know what's going on. I had to hear it through the grapevine. And this is somebody I love dearly. I mean, I love them very, very dearly. Would give them my last. And, well, not now, because they got bad soil. And that's another thing. I don't put my seed into bad soil. And what I mean by seed, I don't put my money, my resources, my time, my energy, and my talents into bad soil. I need, when I dish out my seed, my time, my energy, my talent, my money, I need it to go to a good place so it will flourish, so it will grow, so we can get a harvest out of it. And if you're close to me and you're in my life and I have started to cut you off, then that's probably why. I posted on my Instagram and Facebook either yesterday or the day before. And it said something like this: if I get silent or I stop talking to you or whatever, yeah, it was something like that, then it's probably because you should have listened the first time. I thought that was such a powerful quote that I took it, I downloaded, and I posted it. And it's so true, because I don't have the energy. Not that I don't have the time. I'm trying to be arrogant or anything, cocky. I don't have the energy to keep putting in the same people over and over and over again. Do y'all know how tiring that is? Do y'all know how draining, how energy draining that is to keep having the same conversation over and over and over again with the same person? Y'all know? Y'all don't know, do you? I know y'all know. Especially folks that are on here watching, because y'all got it together already. I'm talking to those who don't have it together. My hair is wet, so I'm trying to keep it covered up. So that's all. I just wanted to have a little dry time today and just to get that off my chest. Because when I got this news yesterday, it really just wanted to make sure the person was all right and the people involved were okay. But then when I found out how it went down and what happened after, I was like, I'm embarrassed. I wasn't even there, and I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed because you're being an idiot the way you're living your life. Period. And granted, people can live however they want to. People can do whatever they want to do. But you can't say you want this type of life, but then you're doing these kind of activities and actions. Your actions and activities have to come up for your lifestyle to come up. Hey, Gene, how are you? Have to. And if not, guess what? You're going to constantly keep getting the same thing you've always gotten. It's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, expecting a different result. Not going to happen. I know I'm fired up this morning. Hopefully y'all like this. Hopefully this is good and y'all can share this and help grow the channel. And if you don't, then hey, you don't. But like I said, I'm talking to one particular person and I know they're not watching. I'm gonna send them a replay though. Hopefully they'll watch it. And they're gonna know I'm talking. They're gonna know I'm talking about them. They're gonna know I'm talking to them. And I don't care if they get their feelings hurt, they get upset or whatever. I don't care. Why? Because I want to see you do better. Isn't it amazing how you can see somebody else's life because you're cruising at like 30,000, and you look at them, you're like, Why can't you see that you're screwing up? Y'all see my face? My face just tore up. Why can't you see you're screwing up? I don't understand what's wrong with you. And that's what I say a lot of times. I'm like, oh, what is wrong with you? Why can't you see you're screwing up? Why? And a lot of times they just can't see it. So I gotta dump some stuff real quick, and then we're gonna continue our talk time. We probably got a good 12-15 minutes once I dump. So if y'all would be so kind to give me like 1 minute to just dump a few things, I would really appreciate that. So can y'all hold on for me? Don't go anywhere. After these messages, we'll be right back. All right, y'all. Sorry for the delay. Thank y'all for staying on here with me. I appreciate it. Must be talking some good stuff this morning. I've been running around for like 2 weeks with some crap that I need to get out of my truck. But I needed space today because I have 2 oven ranges that I'm going to be delivering. So I'm just going to throw them in the back of the truck. One of them is going to be really close. The other one I got to drive across the water and go deliver. So we're going to do that. And I figure, yeah, I'll take the tow this morning. Ooh, I was moving fast. So, I always try to give you guys, after I get finished fussing, I always try to give you some things, and it's not going to be anything different or new, that are going to help you go from where you are in your life to the next level. And I have learned that you cannot go from here to way up here, okay, as far as levels. If you do it right, you got to grow into your levels. Does that make sense? Everybody understand that? You can't, and see, that's why a lot of people who hit the lottery and they become instant millionaires, they didn't grow mentally. And just because you grow financially, that doesn't mean anything, because money, listen to me, money only amplifies who you are as a person. That's all. If you're a good person when you're broke, you're going to be a good person with money. If you're a piece of crap person when you're broke, you're going to be even a worse person with money. Worse. So you have to grow. You have to grow in your mentality. You have to. Because you have to see yourself a different way. That makes sense? Am I preaching some good stuff this morning? Come on, y'all. And I could quote some scriptures right now, but y'all know this ain't that channel. Okay. So, one thing. Let's go. Point number 1. I'm gonna do it like a preacher. Point number 1. If you want to move to a better level in your life, if you want to start accomplishing things or goals, aspirations in your life, if you want to, then you have to first see yourself doing it, which means mentally you have to visualize it. You have got to see yourself out of the situation you're in before anybody does. Because if you don't, because see, I remember back when Jennifer and I was going through our struggle, when we were homeless, the only hope I had was things got to get better. They have got to get better. And then I started thinking about what better looked like. So I want you to start thinking about what better looks like to you. Jane, I haven't been out in weeks. Infected gallstones. Oh, agony. Oh my God. Full of hope. I'm sorry to hear that, babe. How you doing in Ireland? Well, she hadn't been out in weeks. So I missed that. So number one, you have to see yourself different. You have to see yourself better. You have to see yourself in a different light. Number two, you got to be willing to make some changes. You have to be willing to make some changes. I can't make those changes for you. And as much as I want you to have a great life, as much as I want you to live better, as much as I want you to have everything that I want you to have in life, it doesn't work like that. Ugh, I had gallbladder removed. Okay, I guess that's something you don't need to live with. So one, you got to see yourself. You got to see yourself different. You have to see yourself in a better light. Number two, you got to be willing to make changes. Number three, execute. Just execute. Just do it. It's gonna suck. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna make you cry. It's gonna make you whine. Just do it. Just do it. And it's that simple. It is so simple, but it's hard. I'm not gonna tell you it's easy. Dropping doggone almost 100 pounds, or dropping over 100 pounds, it wasn't easy. I mean, it was easy to do, but it was hard to go through it. It sucked. I'm telling y'all, that 90 days of my life, I was like, but you know what? Looking back on it, it was the best 90 days of my life because I found out who Roderick was. I learned a lot about Roderick. Or as my mother likes to call me, Roderick. And that is the correct pronunciation of my name, Roderick. So anyway, I'm telling y'all, the news I got yesterday it just floored me. It just floored me. And we got a lot going on right now. I don't know if you guys know, but Jennifer's been diagnosed with cancer. My mom's in the hospital right now with stuff with her heart. My best friend, I didn't tell y'all this, and this is something else that happened. I can spill the beans now. My best friend's daughter was walking, not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before last, walking, turned around, left something at her home. She was on the phone and she was texting at the same time. She stepped out in the street. At the same time, some guy floored it around the truck, hit and killed her. Done. We've been dealing with that. So don't you guys think that we are immune to life. We're not. We are not. Life happens to us just like life happens to everybody. We just choose to react differently. Just choose to react differently. Oh, and I don't even want to start talking about this farm. But you know what? You don't know what you don't know. And the things that we're learning about the farm we didn't know going in. And had we known going in, we would have done the same thing. It just would have been nice to know going in. You know? So, yeah, we have life going on as well. My mom, she got out the hospital today. I just talked to her a little while ago, about 30, 40 minutes ago. My best friend is going to do a memorial for his daughter this coming Sunday. He invited me. I cannot go to Texas right now. It's just, I'm not gonna say it's impossible. I just can't do it. I cannot do it right now. I would have had to drive down there with Gabrielle and then try to get a car and drive back because I'm not getting on no planes. You know, it just, what happened to precious Jennifer? What happened to mom? Mom's in the hospital. She had to have a procedure. She's having some heart challenges. Jennifer's diagnosed with thyroid cancer, which I'm hearing that if you're going to be diagnosed with cancer, that's the best one. She's got surgery coming up March the 1st for that. Let's see here. For those that don't know, I left the church. I left my income. Left it. Like, hey, can't deal with y'all no more. Done. So you can receive more. There's a scripture in the Bible, and y'all know I try not to do this, but that's where I'm based. That's a scripture that talks about putting new wine in an old container. Oh, don't be sorry. No, everything is good. Everything is all good. Don't be sorry. Send us your positive vibes. Send us your prayers, but please don't send us your sorries. Because that's more like condolences. Don't do that. No, send your positiveness. I know you will. I know you will. I appreciate it too. I'm talking about Queenie. So yeah, I mean we are dealing with, and then we got some other crazy that we're dealing with that I'm not even gonna share right now because I'm not even gonna keep putting that in the atmosphere. I'm speaking over that situation. I'm like, this person has changed. This person does what they need to do in order to live a good life. Because I am no longer going to justify with the words that I speak over this person's life. I'm not going to justify their lifestyle anymore. I'm going to start speaking and calling out the things that I need them to do so they can live a better life. Bottom line, just the way it is. And you have the power of creation. Okay? Whether you believe in the Bible, if you believe in your holy guardian angel, if you believe in God, you believe in the universe at large, you have the power of creation. Period. You have the power of creation. You have it. And a lot of times we create detriment into our own lives and don't even realize it. That's what the problem is. We start speaking over our own life and we start saying things that we don't want, and then we're wondering why it keeps showing up. If you keep speaking that kind of stuff over your own life, guess what? You have the power. And because you have the power, it happens. Boom. There you go. You can manifest whatever you want in your life. You sure the heck can. You sure can, Ashley. Ashley, if you don't hear from me after this live, make sure you text me, okay? So I can send you that link. Oh, before you open it up, you're going to need some kind of IP vanisher, and then you can get a free one. I don't know if you have one. Roddy, do you still eat at restaurants as much as before? No. Before I used to eat all the time. But no, I don't. We don't really go out and eat anymore. Jennifer and I used to, we used to make it a point at least once a week. Sometimes twice a week we go out and eat. Yeah, we don't really go out to eat anymore. No, ma'am. We're doing a lot of food preps at home. Oh, Lord have mercy. Some folks. So anyway, we are almost at the destination where we're headed. I want to thank you guys for giving me a platform and people to talk to about what's on my heart. Hopefully it's been helpful. Come on over, Big Truck. I don't know what you're doing. Hopefully you guys have not only enjoyed it, been entertained, but you've been helped. You've been inspired, motivated, educated to do better. All right, hopefully. And sometimes I just gotta get raw. Sometimes some people need to hear it this way. It just is what it is. I sure will, Queenie. And you should be getting a package from me today before noontime. And I sent you the tracking, so I know you're not gonna call me and track it because you like me. You like whatever. You get here when they get here, but you should get it before noon. And thank you again. Thank you so much. Gabrielle loves her necklace. We talked about that last night. I said, you got your necklace on? She said, yeah, I wear my necklace every day. I said, okay, baby, good. And that baby, she is something else. But anyway, we'll talk about her another time. So she's staying with us for a little while, and now that her grandma is COVID free. No, I appreciate you, Queenie. Thank you so much. Um, anyway, she's gonna go stay with grandma down in Texas for a little while, and we'll see. We'll see how that works. Auction, wow. Okay. So, guys, listen. As always, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I adore you. I love you. I'm gonna send y'all some love. Mwah! Hope y'all feel it. Do you feel the love? Do you feel the love? Junior's a whole different situation. Junior's a whole. He was in town the other day. I told him, I was like, listen, before you leave, I have a very expensive gift for you. I need you to come by and see me before you leave. He left and went back to Richmond before I saw him, so he does not have his necklace. He does not have it, and it is showing he does not have it. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. This live was for Junior. Just so y'all know, this live was for Junior. Yeah, oh my God, you right. Oh my God. Yeah, this live was for that fella, cause he just something else. But we praying for him. We are praying for the little fella, cause he needs it. He needs it. So, anyways, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate you. Love and adore y'all. And we will catch y'all. If not later today, I may come in and do another one. We'll definitely come in tomorrow and speak some more, okay? The necklace will help him. I know it will. But I didn't want to ship it to him. I wanted to sit down. I wanted to read the instructions with him like I did Gabrielle, so he'd understand it. Because they can't read cursive writing. Yeah, they didn't teach that generation right there. That generation didn't learn cursive writing. So they because Gabrielle was at the house, so I was like, here you go, read this out loud. And she was like, Daddy, I can't read this. I don't know what this is. I was like, okay. So I sat there and I read it with her. So when I found out you had written in cursive, I called him. I was like, hey, come over here. I got something very expensive for you. I want to give to you. And in that case, left without getting his necklace. So it is what it is. And yeah. So anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate you. I really, truly do. And we'll catch y'all next time, okay? All right, y'all be blessed.